Welcome students. Here we are going to discuss the next topic of this chapter, changing the structure of a table. Here now see, the structure means that you are modifying your existing table. The what modification can be done in a table. Say you have created a table, you can add new columns to the table, you can remove any column from the table, you can rename the table, you can rename the column, even you can change the data types. So structure was given in the previous discussion. We have discussed that what is the structure of a table, how to display the structure of a table. Structure means that the information about the tables, what are the columns name, what are the data types, what is the constraint, like that, size, everything wherever it is given, this is called the structure. Now that structures of the table can be changed. Okay, it can be modified by how? By renaming some columns. It may ask that you need to add some more columns to the existing tables. Okay, you need to change the data type, you need to change the size, even you can change the constraint also. So these are the things can be done in a table. That means you are changing the structure of an existing table. So how can we do these things one by one? We have to see. Here the question sometimes comes, so what are the modifications can be done? Here the command it is there. So using alter table command we have to do everything. Alter table, these are the modifications can be done in a table. Remember all these things. This is a very important question, sometimes it comes in your exam. What are the modifications, what are the structures can be changed in a table? So this is the question and these are the answers. Now see, first we'll discuss the creating new columns. That means adding a new column to your existing table. Already you have created, so we are assuming the table already we had created, that one student table we have. Okay, that student table we are assuming here also. So using this student table, let's try how to add a new columns. Here I have given adding a new column. As we know, alter command we have to use for this, and every specific purpose you have to use different clause. This is called clause. Now see, you are creating new columns means you are adding a new column, so you have to use add clause. Remember, add clause, clause, clause. These are okay. So questions will come how? Add a new column email. Say I have taken an example, simply add a new column email of worker data type of size 20 to the student table, as we are assuming the student table. Okay, so when the questions will come, table will be given in your questions. Okay, what is the table and what are the informations about the table, everything will be given, and after that it will be asked this modification you need to do in the table. Okay, so this is the question. Now what to do? As we know, alter, with the alter table command we have to do. So here alter table student, this part is common. Student means that the table name, what the table you have according to the questions, that table name you have to use. So here alter table, then the table name, then as we know the clause, what clause? Add clause. We are adding a new column. Add, then the column name, then the data type, and as we know size always it should be given in the bracket, and after that semicolon. It is finished. So very easy. Simply you have to add a new column. It is given email worker 20. So 20 should be given in the bracket. After that you have to put semicolon. Until and unless you put semicolon, it is not finished. You must put semicolon after the every query. So now see, after adding, if you want to see that where my column is added, you can go for the command that we have discussed, desc student. Okay, describe the table. Then you can see the table is added to the end of the table. That means at the last column. As the last column it will be added in your table. So this is your note I have given. By default a new column is always added at the end of the table, always. But if you want to add that column in any specific location, it will be given in your question that add a new column in that position after this. So that one should be done using two clause, one after clause, another one is fast. Remember, after and fast. There is no before clause. Remember, there is no before clause, only after and fast. If it is asked to add before, that means you have to mention after the column name, which column it comes before that column. Okay, so here if we use after, the questions will come how? The same query that we are taking, the same query. If it is asked like that, add a column email of worker of data type of size 20 after the name, so name we had a column name, student name. So after the column name, if you want to add the same email column, then what will be your query? Up to this much it is same query. You see, alter table student at email worker 20, it is same. Just you need to add this much after name, after close, after name, the asked column you have to mention after the after close. Okay, what is the column name? It is asked that after this column you need to add, just you write after that column name, then semicolon. So in that way, if you want to add the same column at the beginning, at first, so you have to use the similar thing up to this much same, just here you have to mention first. Okay, first. So it will come beginning, then roll number, then total marks, then name, as we had at the table. You can see in that way it will be added. So going to the next topic. Here the next topic is see specific locations that we already have discussed, that after and first, this part is a specific column. Okay, come here. Modifying existing column. Here it does mean, what does it mean? Modifying existing column, it means we are changing the data type on a column. Okay, so change or modifying the existing column, it means changing the data type or size of any column. So previously we had the data type like varchar 20, you need to make varchar 20 from int to varchar to date to int, whatever. Any modification the data type, we have to use modify clause. In previous case we have used add clause, now you have to use modify clause. These things just you remember. Okay, when it comes in your mind, then it is very easy. So modify, the question will come how? Modify the data type, or it may ask change the data type also. Change the data type or modify the data type of email to varchar 30. It was previously it was added as varchar 20. Now it is asked to modify the data type from 20 to 30, because sometimes some persons may have the email address which is more than 20 characters. That time there will be error for that insertion of the values. So we have to go for this one also. Okay, varchar 30. So what to do? Similar, alter table student, this is same. Then in place of add, now we have to use here modify. Modify email varchar 30. It was 20, directly it will be changed to 30. So it is finished. Now what can be done? While modifying your data type, you also can shift your column. So how can we shift? Using after and first. Okay, after and first, the same thing it can be done like that. Alter table, the question it is there, modify the existing column and size to, and shift the column after name, if it is asked to bring the column after this and that. So you can do this one, alter table student modify email up to this much same, just you need to add this one after name, and if it is asked to bring it fast, simply you can add fast. Okay, I think you have understood. Okay, this is your data type. So changing data type, it comes maximum time in your exam to modify the data type, so remember. Next topic is that renaming existing column. That means one column you have, you need to rename it. Renaming, here say renaming the existing column. So for renaming you have to use change clause, that clause name, add, then modify. Now we are getting another clause, this is change. It may be asked as rename, but you need to use change. But very important point, most important point while changing the name of any column, just to remember, here the note I have given, the data type of the old column should be mentioned after new column name. The data type already you had, that data type you should mention while renaming with the new column name. Now how to use this one? The questions say, it is the question, it is asked to rename the total marks column name to obtain marks. So this is your new column, this is old column, this is your new column. So from old column to new column, and we know the old data type it was int. You can check in your previous notes that I gave. Okay, explanations, these pages, there also it was mentioned in book also, you can see. Okay, the student table it was created, and there the data type of total marks it was int. So this data type we have to mention with this one new column name. So what, this part the same, alter table student, then in place of this clause modify or add, you have to now use change. Then what comes? Change, then the total marks. Here we can write 2 also, but it is optional whether you write or not, no problem, it can be omitted, so we are not writing here. Change total marks, then the new column name, obtain marks, then the note that we have given that the new column name will hold the data type of old column. Okay, so this is the data type of old column, int is the data type of old column, it was total marks, so no column after that one it is written, the data type of the old column should be mentioned after the new column name, so it is there. So here also you can do what, the similar thing, shifting the column using after and first, similar, up to this much it's same, and then after grade, if it is asked after grade you shift, and also it can be used fast, similar than previously that we have discussed, just you see once. The next topic, dropping a column. That's while it comes about dropping something, that means it is permanently to be deleted. Okay, to delete permanently something. So here dropping, or it may be asked to remove a column, or multiple columns also you can do. For that we have to use drop clause. Now see, all the 4 clause already we have got. First add, then modify, then change, now it is drop. So it is question, remove or delete may also say. The email column that you added, that column it is asked to delete or remove from the table permanently. So what, alter table student, this part the same, then drop email, finished, very simple. That email column now it will no longer be available in your table. Now see, if it is asked to delete multiple columns also, you can do by just separating by commas, email comma, total marks comma, name comma, and then semicolon. If you give, then all columns will be deleted at a time. So this note also I have given, the multiple columns also can be deleted by separating comma. Next topic in this here, renaming a table, renaming existing column. You see, renaming column name we have to use change clause, but while renaming a table we have to use rename clause, remember, rename. So how to do, just you see, rename. So it is asked, the table name you have already, that student table, it is asked to make it student info table, student underscore info. We should not have any space between some words, between 2 words. So here alter table student, it is the finished, same, then rename clause, then new table name, very easy, alter table student, rename, then the new column name, sorry, new table name. It can also be written in that way, directly with that rename clause, the rename table student to student info. This one also correct, but better to follow this one because we are always following alter command, so it can be reminded very nicely. Okay, so up to this much, all the commands, 5 clauses that I think we have discussed. What, first add clause to add new columns, then modify clause to change the data type of an existing column, then change clause, using change we can rename an existing column, drop clause to permanently delete or remove any column, then rename clause to rename a table, and in between some other 2 clauses we have discussed, that one after and first. Using after we can add or we can shift any column to any specific location, like that fast also can be used. Okay, I think you have understood up to this much. The next class will start from the rest of the topic. Thank you.